Grand Forks. It's super fortunate that this place is well built for bikes. There is a bike path. The Canadian Rail Trail comes through Grand Forks, so there's lots of paths and it's really safe. And there's a lot to see actually, so I'm quite intrigued. Right now I'm on one of the old trestle train bridges that's been turned into a walking path, and this is where I'm going to start the journey. Here we go.
It's always sunny where you are from.
I think it's also important that these mountains behind me, that's all the states, and then everything in front of it is Canada. It's a gaggle of hissing ducks. Kid, it's a gaggle of geese. Oh, you see that stuff over there? Dolomite. On War for the Planet of the Apes, that stuff was used as the fake snow in Ape Prison Encampment. Special Effects Department, the department that was responsible for laying out that dolomite. They hated it. I have never heard so much complaining about dolomite in my life. So anytime I see dolomite, it gives me a little bit of a laugh. You were just here at Nursery Trestle. Oh, we're here and now we're gonna go back this way into town over, and we'll see what we see along here. I'll probably get to up here, Lake Ward, and then turn around.
Grand Forks was the hardest hit of 24 communities that declared states of emergency. Dozens of homes there are still underwater, inside the flood zone.
So my understanding is the province, the government bought out all these houses because they're going to be in the floodplain and it's too dangerous for people to live here, and it's their contingency plan if there is ever another flood. And so my understanding is they bought them out and then they're going to take down all these houses so that it's just all flat for the floodplains. As from a reseller's perspective, like, I am riding my bike along, and if all these houses are gonna come down, there's so much material here that could be reused. I don't know, it's just sad and it's frustrating. I really hope they don't do what they do in the movie sets where they just trash the entire set, put it in the bin and send it off. Habitat for Humanity could come in here and use some of this stuff, you know, or they could have a big auction for different items that are here. I don't know what their plan is, or maybe they're just gonna keep it like this and that's just how it's gonna be. Regardless, it's pretty sad actually. It's gotta be Archer's work. He did say he did do over 30 pieces in Grand Forks, and I only counted maybe like 4 or 5 in town, so it's gotta be him. My dudes, I think I'm gonna call it here. Pardon the noise traffic. I'm right next to the main road that goes through Grand Forks. We are going into our second heat wave here in Grand Forks, and I'm starting to feel it. I didn't anticipate having so much fun and spending so much time on the bike. I planned to be in the river by now, but yeah, it's getting a little bit too hot. But I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got to like see some of the Trans-Canada Trail, and I really hope to maybe do like a multi-day trip of the whole thing when we're not in the middle of a heat wave, preferably. But it's nice to know that this is a really comfortable trail. I highly recommend it, even though I only did like, what, 5 kilometers of it? Yeah, I'm gonna head back into town, go to the Boardroom Cafe and grab a coffee.
Boardroom Cafe has got to be my favorite place in Grand Forks. It blew my mind when the first time I walked in. I could not believe a place like this existed here in such a tiny town, so I came back as often as I could.
Pardon?
You are local?
Yeah. Yeah.
From Grand Forks?
I'm not, oh, my dad just moved here. I didn't anticipate these things so big, but I'm gonna drink them. This was an orange mocha. This has got to be my favorite. Wow. Let me try these two again, because I swear to God they're the same. This is the coconut. Well, I'm back at the van. What a phenomenal day that was. Got to see some fun stuff, got to exercise in. The smoke from the forest fires is starting to clear up. And I got an iced coffee flight. Like, I don't think I've seen flights for coffee before. So that was phenomenal. Oh, and also met the town photographer who wants to give me a job. Unfortunately, I'm going to be leaving in 2 days, so that's not going to be a possibility. But it's nice to know if I ever come back, he needs help. Oh man, I just feel so good. But like I said, we're going into another heat wave this week, so it is starting to get really, really hot. I'm about to get out of the sun so I can cool off. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.